Okay, part D. So I think this is a really difficult question. This is quite fiddly. Let's have a look at it. A sample of river water contains 125 milligrams per decimeter cubed of dissolved solids. Calculate the mass of dissolved solids in grams in 250 centimeters cubed of this sample of river. Give your answer to 2SF. Okay, so there's quite a lot to do. We know that it's got that many decimeters cubed of, that many milligrams per decimeters cubed, and we need to find the mass in grams in that amount of water. So the first thing we know is we know the mass in. So the mass in 1 decimeter cubed equals 125 milligrams. Okay, now I need it in grams. So I know that milli is just an easier way of writing divide by 1000 grams. Okay, so I can replace that straight away by that. So it gives me 0.125 grams. Should have said, by the way, this is worth 4 marks, this question. So I know it's going to be quite a tricky one. So I know that's a mass in 1 decimeter cubed is that. Okay, so now I just need to find out how many decimeters cubed that is. So if I can express that in decimeters cubed, then that should make things a bit easier. I'm just going to put a line under this just so I don't get confused and sort of miss out where I am. Now, when it comes to volume, I always get a bit confused when I'm converting between centimeters cubed and decimeters cubed. So I always like to draw out exactly what these are. So let me just remember for a moment. I've got centimeters here. If I go centimeters to decimeters, what do I do? Well, centimeters means divide by 100 meters, and decimeters, that's going to be divide by 10 meters. So how do I get from one to the other? Well, 100, that's divided by 10. Okay, so that's going to be, there's a scale factor there. That's 10 times bigger than that. Okay, so that's 10 times bigger. I've got this one's divided by 10, that was divided by 100. So decimeters are 10 times bigger than centimeters. So that means if I've got a cube over here, and a cube over here, and I'm going to write one of them in decimeters and one of them in, they're the same size cube, they should be, hopefully. This one's going to be in decimeters, so that's going to be 1, 1, 1. So that's 1 decimeter cubed. Okay, dead easy that. 1 times 1 times 1. This one's going to be the same thing but in centimeters. So centimeters cubed. So that's not one decimeter, that bit there now. That's going to be 10 times bigger. So that's going to be 10 centimeters, and that's 10, and that's 10. So the volume of this is, so the volume is equal to 10 times 10 times 10, which is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed. So 1,000 centimeters cubed is also equal to 1 decimeter cubed. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So to get from centimeters cubed to decimeters cubed, I've got to divide by 1,000. So I've got 1,000 centimeters cubed is 1 decimeter cubed, which means 250 centimeters cubed. 250 centimeters cubed equals 250 divided by 1,000 decimeters cubed, which is 0.250 decimeters cubed. So I know in every decimeter cubed of water there's that mass of salt, of that many solids, sorry, but I've only got quarter of one here. So therefore my mass of dissolved solids is going to be 0.250 times 0.125. Remember, you will get more space than this in the real thing. Where's my calculator gone? Hopefully I'll just put that somewhere. No, there it is. Okay. So 0.250 times 0.125 equals 0.03125, and I've got to give it to two significant figures, so that's equal to 0.031 grams. Quite a difficult question, that. I think it's quite fiddly. You'd have more space, and this, I could imagine myself requiring a bit of blank paper to work on here. But I always find, and I hope this isn't sort of too confusing, but I always find draw two cubes that are equal in volume and express one in the units, one unit so decimeters cubed, and the other in the centimeters cubed. I always think really helps. Well, it helps me anyway. Hope that helps.